Hello all, welcome to today's FNT 202 FinTech Entrepreneurship and Startup Strategies End of the Term Group project. As we all know, it is expected that big data and analytic market size will grow to $440 billion by 2027 with a 13% compound annual growth rate as the business around the globe are increasingly transforming their digital capabilities to the data-driven model, thus impacting future banking. Starting with social topics such as what must be addressed as algorithm-based services are increasing tremendously. Accountability in monetary policy creates expectation of a greater transparency which also influence regulation on risk control. Thus concepts like privacy by design, compliance like GDPR, transparent algorithm design should also be followed. Algorithmic accountability must be in place. Over to you, Jazz. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Rituja. Now, moving forward and understanding what has been the impact of mobile banking and internet banking on the entire banking system, it can be rightly said that today all the banking services are available 24/7 to the consumers. They can perform all their financial transactions whenever they want according to their convenience. The consumers can save lots and lots of time today. They do not need to go to the branches, they do not need to visit different banks to carry out their transaction or meet their agents. Now, the consumers are highly satisfied by the services. The bank has been providing such kind of products that have actually made the consumers go crazy to carry out their transactions online. So the consumers have been highly satisfied by the services. Looking and moving forward, we can actually think that it has also resulted in various integrations and collaborations between the public sector, the private sector, and different financial institutions. Now, the private sector has been coming up with the innovative products, which has actually led the consumers to get highly motivated and highly enthusiastic to use such kind of products. But when we take so many advantages into consideration, then there is also one disadvantage, which is the cybercrime. The increasing rate of cybercrime has actually made a great impact on these banking services. Cybercrimes have made the consumers reluctant to use these services. But today, the development of various applications have also eased up this process. Now, I will hand it over to Tessa.
Thank you, Jaswinder. Now, let's quickly look at the personalized banking experience. This factor has been one of the most important driving factors that has transformed the banking industry. Time is the most precious thing for a person. Traditionally, customers used to go to a physical branch in person, wait in the queue to do any transactions as there was no option of internet banking. When the pandemic happened, banks were forced to shut down much of their face-to-face interactions with clients and step up the virtual operations. And consumers quickly got adapted to these digital applications such as mobile banking. Although these are beneficial to the customers in terms of time, effort, and seamless transactions, banking relationship that each member used to maintain with their banks have drastically reduced, which brings us to the second point. Customers are becoming used to the banks as an app rather than a building. Even customers who had previously been digital holdouts are not going back to their pre-pandemic banking habits. BCG in this survey has found that between February and June 2020, mobile banking usage has grown up by 34%, while banking at branches declined by 12%. With that, I would like to conclude and hand it over to Alusha for the next step.
Thank you, Tessa. So I'm going to discuss technological advances in the banking industry. The first point is choice and convenience. The adoption of innovative fintech by bank expand client choices and convenience. Banks now have more leverage to offer competitive services utilizing much linear system. The second point is immense opportunity given by artificial intelligence. AI provides more personalized experience for clients. This includes deploying chatbots to provide customer service 24/7, as well as AI-powered robo-advisor to automatically allocate customers' finance and maximize their assets. The third point is private banking services. Private banking services will allocate well-known as data aggregate cross-reference client spending habits with other area of their online life, such as travel plans, social media activities. These will produce a unique profile for the bank to give customized services to the customer. The next thing which I'm going to discuss is application of social media in banking. The first point is new payment method introduced. The banking sector has taken place in social media to make it more accessible. People can now make payment by WhatsApp, Facebook, and other services like Apple Pay, Google Wallet, PayPal, and keep money online for customers. The second point is growing customer base, whether it is to increase brand awareness, grow customer base, improve customer experience, or inform about product and services. Effective use of social media platform is proving to be a valuable tool for banks. The next point is handing off handling customer queries and complaints. Social media is establishing far deeper link with clients, allowing their queries and complaints to be addressed more effectively. The last point is financial education to public. Banks now are successfully using social media to be more creative in dealing with financial topics and making them more engaging and appealing to customers. They are educating customers about these topics on, on with the help of social media. Now Vanessa will discuss over.
Now let's talk about consumer expectation and consumer empowerment. Offering ease of use and convenience, consumers have shifted their preferences from traditional face-to-face to digital services, leading to increased demand for a complete digital experience. Consumers increase their reliance on digital channels to meet financial needs and has changed their preferences from human contact, self-service banking, and user-friendly interfaces. Next is the growing demand for faster processing time, real-time transactions, and lower transaction fees. Consumers become more comfortable with contactless and touchless transactions and prefer services that are offered electronically. Moreover, digitalization has caused society to increase demand for highest level of security. Consumers now desire more customized and personalized interactions and are willing to trade information for a better experience. Customers increase interest in adopting new fintech companies to optimize and manage their finances more efficiently. And lastly, consumers now demand for full transparency and transactional freedom. These changes in consumer behavior will force the banking sector to invest in digital technology and to drive innovation in hope of keeping up with rapidly increasing expectations and demand for a better consumer experience.
Open banking is the driving force of innovation in the banking industry. Open banking can allow several financial institutions and clients to securely communicate their financial data with other financial organizations by relying on the networks instead of centralization. So you can authorize your bank to securely share your data with other fintech apps on your behalf. So what we can expect from open banking? We can have open data, open process, and open products. Thus we can have a wider range of competitive financial products, and also we can have all the information in one place. So what are the regulations related to the open banking? Several regulators have to play a key role in introducing open banking. So they have to decide who will be participating in open banking and who can make use of this bank's API to access customer data, and also the rules around the consumer consent and also the privacy matters. So now Nisha will be explaining on the data privacy.
Thank you, Sneha. Let's now talk about data privacy and new data management in fintech companies. In the initial stages, these companies make sure to write a secure code using encryption, using authorized APIs, and exercising caution in the usage of third-party code libraries, only storing crucial information and forcing the use of complex passwords or two-factor authentication for their users. For many users, financial technology is a mystery. So companies are making sure that users know how they are the ones controlling access to their information, and all this information is provided to them in layman's language, which makes it easy for them to understand. And the companies and industry stakeholders team up to improve the guidelines and technical standards that govern the access and storage of consumer data in financial services. Moreover, if you are in compliance with GDPR, it helps you with more privacy conscious customer base for your company. It's less costly to be in compliance. It's more agile in implementing new policies for your company. It has a positive impact on your brand's reputation, and the compliance that you will be following under GDPR is environmentally conscious, which is helpful to the society as a whole. Thank you. Now I will pass it over to Lohit to discuss further.
Hello guys, let's see how AI and machine learning is transforming the way financial services works. Roles and perks associated with big data are forecasting risk, analyzing risk, automating tasks, and fostering inclusivity. We can see how artificial intelligence is used in various offices of banking, like for front office it's used in asset allocation, biometric authentication, and various reasons. And in middle office it's very helpful in AML and anti-fraud. In back office it helps in improving the post-trade processing or else data analysis or credit scoring. How AI is changing the quality of products is that not only has it provided better methods to handle data and improve customer service, but it has also simplified, sped up, and redefined traditional processes to make it more efficient. Thank you guys. And in next slide you can find a code by Brett.